Just 1 minute ago, the monarchy's oldest secret was revealed. Prince William, the future king, has blocked Camilla from accessing the very vault that holds the treasures Charles gave her. But why? What's buried in this vault that could ignite a royal war? Before we go deeper into what this really means for the royal family, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss a single update. The royal family, an institution of wealth and power, has lived under the public's watchful eye for centuries. But now, a shocking revelation has rocked its very foundation. Prince William, a man who spent most of his life in the shadow of tradition, has just made a move that will echo through the halls of Buckingham Palace for generations to come. His decision to block Camilla from accessing the vault Charles entrusted her with isn't just an ordinary dispute, it's a declaration of war, one that could change the monarchy forever. The vault itself is more than just a room. It's a symbol of power, filled with priceless artifacts, heirlooms, and personal gifts from King Charles to Camilla. These treasures were not merely given in the spirit of love, they were a promise, a pact forged between two people in the most public of institutions. These are items that, until now, have been seen as Charles's final acknowledgement of Camilla's place in his world. But now, they are at the center of an explosive feud. It's not just about treasures, or even wealth, it's about the very nature of loyalty, power, and who truly controls the monarchy. William, with his calculated yet undeniable strength, is stepping into the royal fray. He's not just an heir to the throne, he's a man in control, carefully pulling at the strings that tie the monarchy together. His influence is growing, faster than many thought possible. And this move, blocking Camilla from the vault, is more than just an act of defiance, it's a power play, a clear statement that he will no longer allow anyone, least of all Camilla, to threaten his future as king. But the question remains, why would Charles, a man known for his complex decisions, give such personal power to Camilla in the first place? Was it simply a gesture of love, or was there something more strategic at play? The vault may hold more than just royal jewels and family artifacts. It could contain the keys to understanding Charles's deepest, most hidden plans. Was he preparing Camilla for something greater? Or was he secretly cementing her place in history, knowing full well that this would cause a rift within the family for years to come? Camilla, of course, sees things differently. To her, this vault isn't just a collection of trinkets and papers. It's her legacy, her right. And to be denied access to it, especially after Charles's death, feels like an affront, a betrayal. Camilla has always been viewed with suspicion by many, her place in the royal family questioned at every turn. But now, she's desperate, not just for the treasures that might be locked away, but for the control, the recognition, and the power that comes with them. This vault is her ticket to securing her legacy, and she will stop at nothing to gain access. There are whispers in the halls of Buckingham Palace, rumors that Camilla is plotting more than just a power grab. Some say she has been quietly working behind the scenes, preparing to expose the darkest secrets of the royal family, secrets that could destroy the carefully crafted image of the monarchy. What if the vault contains evidence of these scandals? What if the treasures hidden within it could shift public opinion, turning the people against William and his reign before it even begins? As the world watches, the vault becomes more than just a room, it's a symbol of a fractured monarchy. But what exactly is inside that could tear the family apart? Let's go deeper. Insiders whisper of dangerous secrets, letters, documents, priceless heirlooms within the vault. What's hidden inside that has made Prince William act with such cold decisiveness? Is it more than just jewels and gold? Before we go deeper into what this really means for the royal family, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss a single update. The vault has always been a place of mystery. For years, it was nothing more than a whisper in royal circles, a room filled with treasures that could either solidify or unravel the future of the monarchy. Inside, some say, are Charles's most intimate gifts to Camilla, reminders of a relationship that defied tradition and public opinion. These gifts, once meant to express love and loyalty, now seem to hold something darker, a potential weapon in a royal battle that's spiraling out of control. The vault could contain more than just sentimental items. It could be the key to an explosive new chapter in the monarchy's legacy. For Camilla, the vault represents not only her connection to Charles, but a deep sense of entitlement that has only grown stronger since his passing. Years of loyalty to Charles have forged a bond that many, both within and outside the family, have struggled to accept. Yet, after his death, Camilla's sense of ownership over the vault's contents has become impossible to ignore. It's not just about the treasures inside, it's about what they represent, a final recognition of her place in the royal family. But as time has passed, and with William's growing influence, her entitlement has turned to frustration. The vault, once a symbol of love, now feels like a prison, one that keeps her from what she believes is rightfully hers. And then there's William, the man who was born to take the throne, the man whose rise to power has been anything but simple. He has watched the vault with increasing suspicion. To him, it's more than just a room filled with old trinkets and expensive gifts. It's a tool, a potential threat to his control. The vault's contents could rewrite history, influence the monarchy's future, and tip the scales of public favor in ways no one can yet predict. William knows that if Camilla gains access, she could manipulate not just the royal family's image, but the very narrative of the monarchy. What's inside the vault could give her the power to change everything. But it's not just about the political power hidden within the vault. The treasures inside carry an emotional weight that cannot be underestimated. For Charles, the vault was a final gesture to the woman he loved. It's filled with the whispers of a love story that the public never fully understood. Charles and Camilla, a couple who fought against the tide of public opinion, a couple whose bond was more than just a royal affair. The vault holds the memories of their most personal moments, letters, photographs, gifts that only they understood the significance of. To Camilla, it's not just about power, it's about remembering the love they shared, a love that has been overshadowed by the scandal of their relationship. Yet, Charles's decision to give Camilla access to the vault raises questions that no one has dared to answer. Was this truly an act of love, or was it a calculated political move? Some say Charles was securing Camilla's position within the family, knowing that her presence would be essential for the monarchy's survival. Others suggest he knew exactly how this decision would play out, that the vault's contents would ultimately give Camilla a tool for influence in the inevitable power struggle. Charles's choice to give her access may have been driven by more than just affection. It may have been a strategy designed to ensure that the monarchy could endure beyond his reign. With such power at stake, who truly owns the vault? And how far will they go to protect it? But as the battle heats up, another royal figure enters the fray. Prince William's move wasn't just strategic, it was personal. As he blocks Camilla from accessing the vault, the world wonders, what does William really know? What is he hiding? Before we go deeper into what this really means for the royal family, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss a single update. The decision was swift, calculated, and as cold as it was shocking. Prince William, the future King of England, had made his move, and there was no turning back. The vault, a symbol of the royal family's power, history, and wealth, was no longer just a room filled with treasures. It was a battleground. Blocking Camilla from accessing it was more than a mere power move. It was an unspoken declaration of war. For years, Camilla had been a figure of contention within the monarchy. Her marriage to Charles, her place beside him, had never been fully accepted by everyone in the royal family. But this was different. This was personal. William, stepping into his own power, had made it clear that Camilla's place in the family, and her control over the vault, was no longer assured. Behind the cold decision lay the fury of a woman who had already endured so much. Camilla's initial shock at being blocked quickly gave way to an emotion that could no longer be ignored. Rage. Her relationship with Charles had always been more complex than the public realized. But now, with the vault denied to her, everything felt like a betrayal. In private, she seethed. She felt humiliated, and in the quiet of her thoughts, Camilla began to formulate a plan. What had William uncovered? What was inside the vault that made him so desperate to keep her away? It wasn't just about the treasures anymore, it was about her legacy, her position within the family, and the truth she knew was waiting to be unearthed. No longer willing to stay silent, she resolved to expose William's own weaknesses, the cracks in the fade of the royal family that he desperately sought to protect. Camilla wasn't going to be the one left in the shadows. She was ready to fight. Meanwhile, the world watched in shock as the press frenzy exploded. The royal family, always under the microscope, was now the center of a scandal that threatened to overshadow everything else. The vault was no longer a symbol of wealth, it had become a symbol of division. With each passing day, as the tensions between William and Camilla grew, the monarchy teetered on the brink of crisis. Would the family survive this public clash? Or would it collapse under the weight of its secrets? Journalists were scrambling to find any hint of what lay within the vault, the one thing that could break the royal family open. Was it Charles's personal notes to Camilla, letters that could expose his private doubts? Or worse, his hidden alliances? The press had their eyes locked on the vault, and with every passing day, the monarchy's carefully curated image was starting to crumble. But there were whispers too. Whispers of betrayal from within. Allegations surfaced that William's move wasn't purely about Camilla. It was about her secret dealings with other members of the royal family, alliances forged in the shadows. Some say that Camilla had been quietly building support from those who were disillusioned with William's rise. If that was true, then blocking her from the vault was a declaration of power not just over her, but over anyone who might threaten his claim. And it wasn't just about the vault anymore. It was about control. Control over the monarchy's future, and the narratives that would be told about it. William knew what was at stake. If the vault held evidence of royal descent, secrets that could alter the course of history, he couldn't afford to let Camilla anywhere near it. What William feared most wasn't just the exposure of these secrets, it was the unraveling of the power he had so carefully amassed. The vault was more than a repository of royal treasures. It was a symbol of control, of history, of the future. If Camilla gained access, what would she find? What truths would she expose about William's reign? The psychological toll of this battle was evident. William was no longer just defending his family's legacy, he was defending his very identity as the future king. But as the walls closed in on him, he couldn't help but wonder, had he underestimated the lengths to which Camilla would go to take back control? The battle, once a quiet dispute, had now grown into a full-scale war, one that would leave both sides scarred. The reputations of both William and Camilla were on the line. Every action, every decision, would be scrutinized. The question now wasn't just who would emerge victorious, it was whether the monarchy could survive this public showdown. Would the royal family's fractured image ever be repaired, or would the vault, with all its buried secrets, mark the beginning of a royal civil war? As the stakes get higher, so do the risks. But what if William's decision to block Camilla is just the beginning? The royal family's most scandalous secrets are about to be exposed. Camilla has always been the other woman. But what if she knows more about the royal family's darkest secrets than anyone could have imagined? And what will she do with that knowledge now? Before we go deeper into what this really means for the royal family, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss a single update. For years, Camilla Parker Bowles has been a figure of both admiration and scandal. Known for her relationship with Charles, her marriage to him, and her enduring presence within the monarchy, she has always existed in the shadows of royal whispers. But now, with the vault as her final battleground, everything is about to change. Camilla's silence throughout the years has been strategic, quietly biding her time, waiting for the moment when she could turn the tables in her favor. She is no longer just the dutiful wife, she is a woman on the verge of uncovering the truth that could shatter the monarchy itself. Her plan isn't just about claiming what she believes is hers, it's about destabilizing William's future reign, about shaking the very foundation of the royal family. What's inside that vault is the key to her victory, and Camilla knows it. The whispers surrounding the vault aren't new, but what is hidden inside could change everything. There have long been rumors about Charles's secret relationships before Camilla, affairs that he kept hidden from the public eye, yet left traces of in the most unexpected places. Could these hidden affairs be tied to the vault? Were these relationships part of a secret royal history that Charles never wanted anyone to discover? The vault might hold far more than Camilla's personal gifts from Charles. It might contain clues about a hidden side to his life. The kind of scandalous revelations that could bring down everything Charles worked so hard to protect. If Camilla has the key to these secrets, could she use them to rewrite the royal family's story? And then there's the darker side to the vault, the unseen scandals that could rock the monarchy to its core. Allegations have circulated that within those locked walls lie deeply sensitive royal documents, letters, contracts, and even personal revelations that could reveal far more than just royal love affairs. These are the kind of secrets that could not only ruin Charles's carefully crafted legacy, but destroy the carefully curated image of the entire family. Documents that could show how far the monarchy has gone to protect its own interests, no matter the cost. What would happen if these documents fell into the wrong hands, like Camilla's? She might be able to use them as leverage, threatening to expose everything that the royal family has fought so hard to hide. The more one considers Camilla's position, the clearer it becomes. She has a powerful weapon at her disposal. Camilla knows more than anyone realizes. She understands the family dynamics, the weaknesses, the fractured loyalties, and now she has the opportunity to manipulate them all. If she gains access to the vault, what could she do with what she finds inside? Could she use the contents as a bargaining chip to bend the royal family to her will? It's not just about securing her place, it's about ensuring that the family knows just how far she's willing to go to claim what's hers. She might not just be playing for power, she could be playing for survival. As the stakes grow higher, one question emerges. What kind of skeletons are truly hiding in the monarchy's closets? We've seen the surface, the charming fade of the royal family that the public reveres. But what lies beneath it all? Could the vault hold proof of darker, more unspeakable truths? Documents that could unravel decades of royal history, destroying not just Charles's reign but the royal family's carefully maintained reputation. The monarchy's public image has always been its greatest asset, but if Camilla holds the key to its destruction, how far is she willing to go to make her mark on history? And just as the walls close in, Camilla is poised to strike. She's no longer the silent partner in a royal marriage. She's a woman who holds the potential to unleash an explosive scandal, one that could take down not only William but the entire monarchy. What will happen if the secrets she uncovers become public? The royal family, built on centuries of tradition and trust, could be torn apart, its reputation in tatters. But as Camilla moves closer to her goal, she must ask herself, what will it cost her to expose the truth? Will the monarchy survive the fallout of what she's about to unleash? Camilla may have the royal family in her sights, but with every secret comes a cost. The next chapter is about to shake the monarchy to its core. William isn't fighting alone. Behind the palace walls, allies are ready to back him up in his war against Camilla. But who are they? And what do they want? Before we go deeper into what this really means for the royal family, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss a single update. In the battle for the throne, power isn't just a matter of who holds the title. It's about who stands behind you. Prince William knows this better than anyone. His moves aren't made in isolation, they are carefully orchestrated, with the support of key figures within the royal family and the corridors of power. These power brokers, often hidden from the public eye, align themselves with William's vision for the monarchy, and their influence is immense. From advisors who hold sway over crucial royal decisions to family members who see their future tied to his reign, these individuals have stakes in the outcome. Together they form a silent yet formidable network, ready to back William's play for the crown. But while William secures his position, others in the royal circle are quietly making their own moves, and this delicate web of alliances is anything but secure. However, behind every alliance, there is division. The royal family, for all its united front, has always been a house of fractured loyalties. Some quietly support Camilla, believing her to be the key to the monarchy's future stability. They see her as a woman who has weathered the storm of public opinion and has proven herself a resilient and loyal partner to Charles. These supporters argue that William's tactics are too harsh, too divisive, and they're willing to stand by Camilla to protect what they see as her rightful place. Others, though, are firmly entrenched behind William, believing his approach is the only way forward. They see him as the future, the new blood that can restore the monarchy to its former glory, unblemished and in control. The royal family is not a unified whole, it is a battlefield where loyalty is often earned, and betrayal can come from the most unexpected corners. But William isn't just relying on the family's fractured loyalties, he has a plan. His strategy is ruthless, calculated, and focused on one thing: control. By leveraging his allies, he intends to outmaneuver Camilla at every turn. The vault, the very heart of their conflict, becomes the weapon in his information war. The contents inside it could either solidify his reign or destroy it, depending on how he plays his cards. William is keenly aware that knowledge is power, and with the right information, he can maintain his grip on the monarchy. He needs to make sure Camilla is kept in the dark, deprived of the leverage she seeks. If he can control the narrative and keep the vault's secrets out of her hands, he believes he can neutralize the threat she poses. But that is far easier said than done. Camilla, however, is no passive player in this game. She has a counterattack in mind, and it's a dangerous one. Her strategy is just as methodical and just as deadly. Camilla understands the importance of William's allies. She knows that if she can turn them against him, she stands a chance of gaining control. And she's not above using their own weaknesses and past betrayals against them. The royal family's secrets are countless, and Camilla is determined to expose them. She knows where the skeletons are buried, and with the right leverage, she can make William's allies question their loyalty. Once they begin to doubt him, the entire royal structure could begin to crumble. The balance of power within the family could shift, leaving William vulnerable to an uprising from the very people he thought he could trust. Meanwhile, the media plays a key role in this escalating war. Both sides are well aware that public perception can be as powerful as any political maneuver. The press, ever hungry for a story, is being manipulated by both William and Camilla to push their respective agendas. Each leak, each story, is carefully crafted to shape public opinion. William's camp works tirelessly to present him as the future king, strong, capable, and ready to lead the monarchy into a new era. Camilla, on the other hand, plays the victim, positioning herself as the betrayed wife, fighting for what she believes is rightfully hers. The media frenzy surrounding them only fuels the fire, drawing the public into the heart of the conflict. The royal family's dirty laundry is aired for the world to see, and the stakes couldn't be higher. But the real question remains: how loyal are William's allies? Are they truly with him, or do they have their own ambitions? There are whispers that some who stand beside William might only be doing so for their own gain, hoping that his rise to power will elevate their own status within the monarchy. And there are others who, while publicly supporting William, are quietly playing a dangerous game of their own. The lines between loyalty and ambition are blurred, and the true intentions of these power brokers are far from clear. What will happen when the stakes are raised even higher, and William's allies begin to see the cost of their loyalty? Will they stand by him, or will they turn their backs and leave him exposed? As the alliances form, the royal family becomes a battlefield of loyalty and betrayal. And as the power struggle grows, new revelations begin to surface. Just when it seemed like William had won, Camilla uncovers the final secret, one that could shatter the royal family's future forever. But will she dare to expose it? Before we go deeper into what this really means for the royal family, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss a single update. Camilla had played her cards carefully, biding her time while William strengthened his grip on the throne. But in the shadows of the royal vault, she had always known there was something more, something far more dangerous than anyone could have imagined. As the vault's secrets slowly unraveled, it became clear that what she held in her hands could not only expose William's weaknesses, but alter the course of history. Hidden away in those very walls was a final, devastating revelation, one that would strike at the heart of the monarchy. For years, this truth had been buried, locked away from the world's eyes, but now it was within Camilla's reach. The question was no longer if she would uncover it, but what she would do with it. And as she stood there, staring at the truth that could unravel everything, she was faced with a choice: expose it and risk the destruction of her family's legacy, or keep it hidden and preserve the fragile peace. This wasn't just a secret. It was the ultimate betrayal, a blow that William never saw coming. What Camilla had found was a revelation so powerful, it could weaken his claim to the throne and destabilize everything he had fought for. It was a secret that threatened to strip him of the very power he had spent his life preparing for. The vault, once a symbol of royal treasure and legacy, now became a weapon, one that could shift the balance of power within the family. If the truth were revealed, there would be no going back. Camilla knew that once she exposed this betrayal, the monarchy would never be the same. But she couldn't help but wonder, was this what William deserved? Was the man she had once loved and respected now someone who could no longer be trusted? But with every ounce of Camilla's desire for revenge, there was an emotional weight she could not escape. Her love for Charles had never fully faded, and now, as she stood on the precipice of exposing a secret that could bring everything crashing down, she found herself torn. Should she expose the truth and watch William fall, or should she walk away from this dangerous game and let the monarchy find its way without her involvement? The struggle within her was intense, a battle between vengeance and love, between power and morality. If she exposed the truth, there would be no coming back for her either. But how could she stand by and watch the family continue down a path built on lies? It was a decision that would not only change her life, but the life of every member of the royal family. The more she thought about it, the more she began to understand the true purpose of the vault. Perhaps it had never been a treasure chest at all. What if, from the very beginning, the vault had been designed as a tool for the royal family's survival? A place where their darkest secrets were locked away, not to preserve wealth or heirlooms, but to ensure that when the family was faced with an existential threat, they could fight back with information, with leverage. This wasn't just about riches, it was about control. The monarchy had always been built on a foundation of power and secrecy. What if the vault, instead of being a collection of Charles's gifts to Camilla, had been a contingency plan all along? A way to keep the royal family in power no matter the cost. As the truth began to unfold, so did William's composure. The man who had stood at the center of this storm, unwavering and confident, began to unravel before the world's eyes. What had seemed like a sure path to the throne now appeared uncertain, and his grip on the monarchy slipped with every passing moment. The vault's secrets were like chains around his neck, slowly tightening, until his control over the family and the crown seemed to dissolve. Every move he made now appeared desperate, as he fought to contain the fallout from the truth that was about to erupt. His future was on the line, and with it, the future of the monarchy itself. Could he recover from this? Or had his empire crumbled before his eyes? And then came the inevitable, what everyone had been dreading: a royal showdown. The family, once united in purpose, was now a fractured battlefield. Allies had turned against each other, and long-held grudges resurfaced. Camilla's revelation had set in motion a war that no one could predict. The palace, once a place of ceremonial power, now felt like a battleground where loyalty was tested and betrayal was lurking at every corner. William and Camilla weren't just fighting for power, they were fighting for the soul of the monarchy itself. The stakes were higher than ever, and the family, once a symbol of unity and tradition, had become the embodiment of conflict. The royal vault may hold the key to the monarchy's future, but with one secret revealed, nothing will ever be the same. The royal family's bitter feud has exploded into public view. What happens when the monarchy's most intimate secrets are laid bare? The fall of a kingdom begins. Before we go deeper into what this really means for the royal family, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss a single update. The royal family, long known for its poise and impeccable image, now finds itself in turmoil. The world watches as their most private conflicts spill into the public eye, shaking the very foundation of the monarchy's reputation. What was once a symbol of unity and strength has become the stage for an explosive family drama, with every revelation met with gasps from the public. The secretive vault, which had once been their last line of defense, has now become a weapon against them. The betrayal, once confined to whispers behind palace walls, is now a global spectacle. Public opinion is shifting, and with it the royal family's once unshakable authority. The monarchy, it seems, is no longer an institution to be revered, it is now an institution under siege. And at the heart of it all, William, the future king, finds his image tarnished in ways he never imagined. The crown he once thought was his to inherit seems increasingly out of reach, and with every passing day, more cracks appear in his carefully constructed facade. Both Camilla and Charles' legacies are now called into question, their decisions under intense scrutiny. William's own role in the royal drama, once seen as a beacon of hope for the monarchy's future, is now being questioned by those who once stood by him. What will history say of his reign? Will he be remembered as the king who couldn't hold the monarchy together, or the man who let his own family tear it apart? But amid the turmoil, Camilla emerges as a surprisingly powerful figure. Where once she was seen as the outsider, the second wife, Now she stands at the center of the royal storm, her influence growing with each passing revelation. Her victory is not just in the secrets she has uncovered, but in the sheer resilience she has shown in the face of overwhelming odds. In the aftermath of the war for the throne, Camilla has solidified her position, not just as a queen consort, but as a force to be reckoned with. Her triumph marks the beginning of a new chapter, not just for her, but for the royal family as a whole. Camilla's strength and determination have reshaped the landscape of the monarchy, and now, she is a symbol of power in her own right. For William, however, the story is far less triumphant. As the revelations about his family's deepest secrets continue to unfold, William finds himself increasingly isolated. Once surrounded by allies, he now faces the painful reality of leading a fractured family. Old loyalties are tested, and those who once stood by him are now stepping away, unwilling to remain associated with a monarch whose reign has become a symbol of division. His control over the monarchy weakens, and with it his confidence. The weight of the crown feels heavier with each passing day, and as the truth comes to light, William realizes that the royal family may no longer be something he can hold together. The very foundation of his future, once solid, now threatens to crumble beneath him. And so, the monarchy teeters on the brink of collapse. The once invincible institution that had stood the test of centuries is now facing its greatest challenge. What happens next is uncertain. Is this the final blow to the monarchy as we know it? Will the royal family emerge from this crisis stronger than ever? Or is this the beginning of the end for a centuries-old dynasty? The once pristine image of the royal family is forever shattered, and the institution is left grappling with what comes next. Will the monarchy survive the betrayal, or will this be its final act? The royal family is divided like never before. The future is uncertain, and the scars of this battle will mark the monarchy for generations to come. As the monarchy teeters on the brink of collapse, the world waits to see how the final act will unfold. The vault's secrets may have been revealed, but the war is far from over. Will the monarchy ever recover from this? As William and Camilla clash, the royal family faces its most critical test. But who will rise from the ashes? Before we go deeper into what this really means for the royal family, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss a single update. The monarchy, once a symbol of unwavering tradition, now stands at the crossroads of its future. The world is watching as the royal family fights its most bitter battle to date, and the stakes have never been higher. What will become of an institution built on centuries of loyalty, tradition, and prestige? As William and Camilla's feud reaches its peak, the question lingers: can the monarchy ever truly recover? The future now hangs in the balance, and the road ahead is uncertain. It is clear that the royal family will have to evolve, but how will that evolution take shape? Will the monarchy emerge from the ashes stronger, or is this the end of royal rule in Britain as we know it? Looking back at the monarchy's history, one can see a pattern of internal strife and public scandals that have shaken the crown to its core. From the abdication crisis to the drama surrounding Princess Diana's marriage to Charles, the royal family has always faced moments that threatened to unravel it. But each time they managed to weather the storm. This time, however, feels different. The feud between William and Camilla has exposed deep fractures within the royal family, ones that may not be so easily repaired. The monarchy's survival has always hinged on its ability to adapt, but with the world changing faster than ever, will the monarchy be able to keep pace? Will they learn from their past mistakes? Or will they fall victim to the same betrayals and missteps that have marred their history? Public sentiment will play a crucial role in what happens next. In the age of social media, where every word and gesture is scrutinized, the monarchy's every move is amplified and dissected by millions. What the people think, what they believe, will shape the future of the royal family. Gone are the days when the monarchy could operate in secrecy, shielded from the public eye. Today, every scandal, every conflict, becomes fodder for the masses. The royal family can no longer rely on their inherited power and prestige alone. They must now contend with the expectations and judgments of a global audience. How the public reacts to William's struggle, to Camilla's rise, will determine the royal family's place in the modern world. In many ways, this conflict could be the catalyst for a new era. The royal family could embrace change, modernizing its image and approach to the world. A more transparent, relatable monarchy could emerge, one that connects with the public on a deeper level and reflects the values of the society it represents. Or, conversely, this could mark the end of an era. If the monarchy cannot adapt to the pressures of modern times, if it cannot overcome its internal rifts and the growing skepticism of the public, it may become an institution of the past. The choice lies with William, Camilla, and the royal family as a whole. Will they evolve, or will they become a relic of a bygone age? For William, the road to redemption is long and fraught with obstacles. His image has been tarnished, his power questioned, and his future uncertain. Can he recover from the public defeat he has suffered? Will he be able to heal the wounds of the royal family, or has his reign been doomed before it even began? As the world watches his every move, William must find a way to prove that he can rise above the conflict and restore the monarchy's standing. But with so much damage done, it's hard to say whether he can regain the trust of the public and his own family. Camilla, on the other hand, finds herself in an unexpected position of power. While the public once viewed her with skepticism and disdain, she has emerged as a figure of strength and resilience. Her legacy, once uncertain, is now being shaped by her actions in the wake of this bitter feud. Will she be remembered as the woman who fought for her place in the royal family? Or will she become a symbol of the monarchy's transformation? Camilla's future and her place in history are now inextricably linked to the outcome of this royal battle. The final chapter has yet to be written, but one thing is certain: the monarchy will never be the same again. Thanks for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and we will see you in next one.